cloud and multi-cloud. This is a critical subject, not just for today, it's even after the pandemic. We have to accommodate, we have to stay connected while working from home, while working from any place. So one of the answers was the cloud. So today we'll discuss what's happening in the cloud and what VMware is introducing in this area. But before we start, there is a buzzword. What's cloud? What's cloud only? What's cloud first? What's cloud smart? Which way we should decide? A lot of customers, they step towards the cloud just a response for what happened. But it's very intelligent to sit back, review my strategy, and find out what is the right use case to go to the cloud, and is it worthy or not? And this is what we are trying to show today. So cloud started when the on-premise as a install base, as a resources was not enough. This was maybe full of legacy silo. It was not efficient. So many customers start to think, okay, for agility, for business continuity, for auto scaling, I need to go to the cloud. But it's not one cloud anymore, because you could use one cloud for analytics, you could use one cloud for database, you can use one cloud for container or application modernization and based on container. But now it's mix of clouds and become very messy. Because if you think about it, as an operator and as a customer, each application will require its own cloud. How you will manage such a mess? Yeah, maybe this is exaggerated, but this is what we are going through. So it seems like we are going from the silos of infrastructure inside our data center to the silo of clouds, and how as the IT and the CIO, how you can manage this and build a strategy moving forward. So now we have the problem. On-premise, it's too complex, many silos, and it's delaying me. And the clouds, sometimes it's locked in, because once you are stepped in, you cannot go out. It's expensive because you are not planning upfront, you are using on demand, which somehow it's a bit expensive, and it's complex because you require an architect for each one of them. If you went to one of the cloud providers, you need an architect there. Another cloud providers, you need an architect there. So how can I sort this out? So in VMware, we are trying to help you to do an exit plan. What's the exit plan? If I step to one of the cloud providers and for some reason the SLA is not suitable for me, how can I do an exit plan? Imagine yourself, you are stepping in one cloud provider and there is no way out. You are locked into this cloud provider. So an exit plan should be part of your strategy move when you are stepping toward the cloud. In VMware, we are introducing cross-cloud services. It's the way for IT and developers to build resources, infrastructure, and operation tools that can help you across these clouds. Okay, so start from application modernization. How can I modernize application or any cloud management, cloud infrastructure, network and security, end user computing, and anywhere? All of these, we are doing the abstraction in VMware. So you can build any of these, any of cloud and managing centrally, which make it easy for the IT operators and developers to focus on what they are doing. And they don't need to focus on the requirements of all of these cloud providers. So these are the solutions we are introducing in each one of them. Today, I will focus on the cloud infrastructure. So if you think about it, these are the hyperscalers, the top hyperscalers in the world. In VMware, we were able to partner with all of them. So we can build the VMware platform on all these hyperscalers. Now you can deploy in AWS, Azure, Oracle, Alibaba, Google, IBM, all of them. With that, you will have the consistency. You can build it on-premise with true software defined using our VMware Cloud Foundation. You can build it on one of the cloud providers, and we have more than 4,300 cloud providers worldwide. So you have the hyperscalers, you have cloud providers, more than 4,300 worldwide, and you have the on-premise using the VMware stack. This is what I call consistency across all of them. If you went to one of the cloud providers and you don't like him, you don't like the price, you don't like the SLA, you can take the workload out, put it on-premise, or put it in another cloud provider. This is the exit plan that you need to have while you are building your cloud strategy. So now imagine you are building the consistency from infrastructure, you are building the consistency from management, and now your workload can do portable, can move from one data center or another, or from one service provider or another. And when I say workload, it could be virtual machine, could be container, could be mix. So now I'm not stopping you just for virtual machine or just container, it's hybrid. And you have the portability across all of them. So how we are doing this? It's very simple. On-premise, we virtualized all the elements of the data center. Compute, storage, network, using vSphere, vSAN, and NSX. Now I virtualized all the infrastructure inside the data center to be in software defined. This will give me the agility to build applications, either virtual machine or container, on this cloud, which is the private cloud. And on the cloud providers, either AWS or Azure, also we did the partnership with all of them to build the similar stack using our flagship products, vSphere, vSAN, and NSX on all these cloud providers. And using our connectivity technology called NSX, we can connect these two environments together, and you have the ability to move your workloads between here and there. My friend Amr, he's leading this POC. There is the demo running, available right now. You can see it after the session. You can go to him and he can show you the portability of the application between these systems without disruption. So I will run a virtual machine, I will move it to the other side without any degradation in the performance or downtime. This without losing the consistency of operation. So one single operation for monitoring, and at the same logging and consistency and security. And this will give you the ability to connect to the native cloud providers. So imagine if this is AWS, you would like to extend your workload in AWS, but if you would like to use the analytics or the AI of AWS, now the workload is sitting near to it. So you can use the native services plus using the VMware stack beside it. So now we are making that step towards the cloud easier. Before adopting the VMware architecture, if you have your application and you stacked your application based on priority, so maybe the highest is the financial ERP and the lowest is the test and dev. Now to move your workloads, you need to plan. Is it low priority, will cost me money and it's not worthy? Is it high priority, but it's hard to migrate? Is it a quick win so I can move it quickly and say I'm cloud ready? But now this is technically viable, yes, but this is so hard and to be achieved. So the technical viability is so hard here. So I find only I can move test and dev. And this is what we have seen. Most of the customers who to step towards the cloud, they step into the test and dev. By adopting VMware, now I make it so easy for you because now all your application quickly can be imported to the cloud with minimum disruption. Worldwide, we have many airlines, we have many financial organizations and governments. They will able to move thousands of workloads in very few amount of time. And now you have the ability to be not just one cloud as a hybrid cloud, no, it's multi-cloud with the ability with the exit plan. For any situation, if you don't like this cloud providers, you can bring your workload down. So exit plan, it's not about, you will hear about things about unclouding, or you will find something like cloud exit strategy. This should be part of your strategy. Because if you think about it, would you like to eat one kind of food all your life? Cannot. Sometimes you need to eat Indian, Italian, Mediterranean. You need to have the choice. It's the same in the cloud. In on-premise, you are cooking your own resources to save the on-premise application. But when you go to the cloud, at this time, you may need one of the cloud providers, but who knows about the future? Maybe in the future, you need to bring back the workload and take it to another one. With VMware, we are giving you the consistency from infrastructure, from operation, plus the exit plan. If you don't like it, you would bring it back. So virtualizing all the data center elements, vSphere, vSAN, NSX, which is virtualizing the compute, the storage and networking, adding lifecycle management. So upgrading all of these, now it's easy. If you would like to patch it, if you like to upgrade it, now you can patch it all together, which minimizes the amount of time from operation, and you can run any kind of workloads. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, machine learning, analytics, blockchain, VDI as a service. All of this now is this consistent infrastructure in the public cloud, in the private, and on the edge. Sometimes you may need to run application near to your edge. Imagine a school, imagine a utility where there is the edge, they would like to run the application there. And with this solution or with this architecture, I'm giving you the consistency infrastructure, consistency operation and visibility, consistency from networking and security. Security need to be consistent across all of that. Consistency from developer experience. So your developer doesn't need to learn many cloud providers tools. Now he will just focus on development, and this will be deployed across clouds. And finally, consistency from a security and operation point of view. So users, when he experience the cloud, it's consistent across all the clouds. Does this make sense? Because this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to solve previously, it was used to be silos in the data center, storage, compute network. We sorted this out. Now the new silos is across the cloud. And this is what we are planning to solve using VMware cross cloud service. Thank you so much.